Hey, what's going on guys, Iptesh here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to share my favorite deals in this Flipkart and Amazon sales. I'm going to share deals on smartphones as well as tablets. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, let's not waste time and let's talk about the sub 10k segment. Now, it is very hard to get phones in this price range, but my undoubted favorite is the Motorola G45 with the Snapdragon 6S Gen 3. It's basically a rebranded version of the Snapdragon 695. The whole phone is basically a rebrand of the Motorola G34. That's what I think. And it comes with 8 GB of RAM and 120 GB storage. And it sells for 11,000 rupees with the card discounts. Okay, and the 4 GB RAM variant sells for 10,000 rupees with card discounts. Okay, now undoubtedly in my mind, this is the best option to go for. In this price range. Stock Android, okay, basically has a Snapdragon processor, which means this thing actually has pretty good compatibility with Google Camera mod. So if you're not satisfied with the camera performance, you can use Google Camera mod. You can use Google Camera mod to improve the quality of the camera, because my father had the Motorola G34, it got stolen, but the G34, it had great support for Google Camera mod, and the images using Gcam mod was just amazing. So Motorola G45, not gonna waste much time on this, but this is the best option, easily the best option in this price range. Okay, so I'm gonna skip the 15,000 rupees price range and I'm gonna jump directly to the sub 20k price range, that is under 20,000, 21,000, just around the 20,000 rupees price range. And my favorite undoubtedly is the Poco F6. Like, if you are into custom ROMs and you know how to tinker with phones, you know how to extract the best performance and features out of a smartphone, then this is the undoubtedly best choice. The Poco F6 with the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, 8 GB of RAM, 256 GB of storage, selling for 21,000 rupees. Okay, it's a great deal. If you're into custom ROMs, Google Camera mods, then Poco F6 is undoubtedly my favorite choice. Okay, it's incredibly friendly when it comes to people who like to tinker with phones, like Pixel Experience ROMs and other custom ROMs. Gcam mod support is there if you want a better camera quality. The Poco F6 is the best choice. It is also fantastic for emulation because of the 8S Gen 3. If you know, I have reviewed the Xiaomi Pad 7, which had the 7 Plus Gen 3. The 8S Gen 3 is basically the same. It is just a bit more overclocked. So yeah, Poco F6 undoubtedly my favorite choice in this price range. But I do have another alternative to the Poco F6. If you are more into camera, like if you are more of a camera person, then you can go for the Motorola Edge 50. Okay, this thing is powered by the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1, if I'm not wrong. Okay, the specialty of this phone is that it has a 10 megapixel telephoto zoom lens. And you would be shocked to know, but the sensor used in the Moto Edge 50 for the telesensor is the same as the sensor that comes with the Samsung Galaxy S23, S25, S25 Plus. I mean, the sensor size is the same, 1/3.94 inches. So yeah, you are paying 20,000 rupees for a Motorola and you're paying like 70,000 rupees for a S25, S25 Plus. So yeah, the Motorola Edge 50 GB of RAM, 256 GB of storage. Now, the reason also to recommend this thing is that it has a Snapdragon processor, which means if you are not satisfied with the built-in camera performance, you can find out Google Camera mods again to enhance the quality of the images. It's actually like I said, Gcam mod has better Google Camera mod compatibility. So if you invest some time, you can get a Google Camera mod for this phone, because in my experience with the Motorola G34, with the G32, with the Motorola G40 Fusion, they all have had pretty good Google Camera mod support. So this will probably also have a pretty good support for Google Camera mod. So yeah, this is the other option that I would recommend alongside the Poco F6 if you are more of a camera person. All right. Okay, moving on. Okay, moving on to the exact 25,000 rupees price range, and I have two recommendations in this price range. That is the OnePlus Nord 4 and the Realme GT60, both with 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. Now, both of them are very, very similar phones, guys. Both have the same camera sensors, the same battery size, the same processor, the 7 Plus Gen 3. Yep, and yeah, it is just up to you whether you like Realme UI or you like Oxygen OS. Personally, I prefer Oxygen OS. And one of the biggest advantage of OnePlus Nord 4 is that, OnePlus allows you to unlock the bootloader, so you can flash custom kernels and stuff like that with the OnePlus Nord 4. There's also better support for Google Camera Mod. Typically, OnePlus has better support for Google Camera Mods compared to Realme. So that is also another advantage. So yeah, OnePlus Nord 4 and Realme GT60 are pretty much my safe choices in this price range. Some of you may talk about the iQOO Neo 10 Pro, right? That's the new one. Let me just check it out once again. iQOO Neo 10R, my bad. Okay, so it's the iQOO Neo 10R. Now, the thing about the iQOO Neo 10R is that it has the 8S Gen 3, which is fine. You get the same processor in the Poco F6 as well. The thing about the iQOO phones is that I made a video some time back. You can check it out. iQOO phones, they don't perform equally well in every application. Okay, iQOO has a bunch of white-listed applications which the phone detects, and it only performs the best in those applications. It's sort of like a benchmark cheating. I made a video on it. Okay, so the iQOO 10R, you would think that you get the best performance, but it's not going to be that. Okay, I have received messages on Reddit and stuff where people have tested what I did and they have confirmed the behavior. Okay, you are not going to get the best performance with the iQOO Neo 10R unless you do some trickery, like you spoof applications and install it as Antutu and stuff like that, blah blah blah. You can check my video out. I made a video on the iQOO 13. Okay, so you can check that out. Okay, and that's the reason I don't want to recommend the iQOO Neo 10R. I would rather recommend you guys the Poco F6. Okay, at least with the Poco F6 you can unlock the bootloader, you can install custom ROMs, custom kernels. Okay, better Gcam mod support. So I would just recommend you to go for the Poco F6 over the iQOO Neo 10R, okay? Or rather, I would recommend you get the OnePlus Nord 4, okay? So in this price range, I would recommend the OnePlus Nord 4 or the Realme GT60. I don't really have anything in the 35,000 rupees price range, to be honest. Like I don't find anything exciting or anything like groundbreaking in this price range. Or if I'm missing something, do let me know in the comments. But the OnePlus 13R, I don't know if I should recommend this. This thing is selling for 39,748 rupees, nearly like basically 40,000 rupees. Not sure if it is worth it. Like Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, that is fine. Okay, no problem with that. Camera setup is not that great. Like it's just average, to be honest. Yeah, I am conflicted. This thing also has USB 2 only, so not sure. I won't recommend the OnePlus 13R. So the sub 35,000 rupees price range, I don't really have anything. I don't recommend all those Samsung Exynos phones. I don't recommend them. So just, yeah, I don't have anything to recommend in that price range, to be honest. Like either save money or you go for a higher end phone. And in that case, I would absolutely recommend the OnePlus 12. So let me show you. The OnePlus 12 is currently selling for 45,700 rupees. Definitely worth it, guys. The OnePlus 12 has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. It has a really good camera setup, periscope zoom, half-inch sensor for the telephoto, which is a really big sensor. Selling for 45,748 rupees. It also has USB 3 Type-C port with display output, so you can connect it to an external monitor. So yeah, the OnePlus 13 is something that I would recommend. You're also going to get, I think it had 4 years of Android OS update, so it came out with Android 14. So you're going to get 15 is already out, 16, 17, 18. You're still going to get 3 more, Android updates. So Android like OS updates, right? So the OnePlus 13 would be my, like I would easily, I would just spend the extra money, and instead of going for a OnePlus 13R, I would go for a OnePlus 12, basically. Okay, just significantly better phone in almost every department. And then moving on, I have got 2 phones. That is the OnePlus 13. The OnePlus 13 is currently selling for 61,748 rupees. It is a phenomenal deal. Not only it's a phenomenal deal, the OnePlus 13 is a fantastic phone. Like the number of phones that I've used in 2025, I would say the OnePlus 13 has the lowest number of compromises. This thing is an incredibly, well-rounded phone. Like does not cut too many corners. The pricing is just perfect in India, I would say. The phone itself is just a perfect all-rounder in my opinion. Okay, Like, to be honest, like if there was a phone that would be awarded the smartphone of the year 2025, I would say the OnePlus 13 checks the most number of boxes for that award. Like the OnePlus 13 at the moment is the closest to being that, you know, MVP, the best phone of the year, I would say. So the OnePlus 13 for 61,748 rupees, you know, it's absolutely worth it. Great cameras. The portrait mode on the OnePlus 13, guys, it's the best portrait mode that I have tested in my opinion. Like I have not seen a better portrait mode from any other smartphone. Like it comes the closest to my actual mirrorless camera in terms of the actual, you know, image quality, the colors, the sharpening. Like the images don't have any kind of over sharpening. They are very natural. The bokeh simulation, the fake blur on the OnePlus 13's portrait mode is so natural looking. You know, OnePlus 13 is a fantastic phone at 61,748 rupees, a 100% recommended. And alongside the OnePlus 13, I would also recommend my current phone, which is the Xiaomi 15. Let me just pull it up. Xiaomi 15. It's a really, you know, it's a pretty baffling to see that there are no reviews on the Xiaomi 15 on Amazon. You know, you guys are sleeping on this. I mean, it is not a perfect phone, but in terms of a compact phone, this is the best compact phone currently in the market. And I don't think even the OnePlus 13s that is coming up in probably in like June, it won't be able to beat the Xiaomi 15. The Xiaomi 15, like it's an amazing compact smartphone, great performance, great cameras. There are some quirks in terms of the video quality. Video quality is still, like I would say, better than the OnePlus 13, but it can be even better. Okay. The main sensor on the Xiaomi 15 and the telephoto performance is just incredible. The main sensor is like a 1/1.3 inch sensor, and the telephoto just amazing. I have done in-depth review of the camera performance of the Xiaomi 15. You can go check it out. So yeah, it's a bit strange to see there are no reviews on Amazon. So yeah, you guys are sleeping on this phone, guys. OnePlus, the Xiaomi 15 is definitely recommended. It's the best compact smartphone in India without a doubt. Okay guys, those were my smartphone recommendations. Let's move on to tablets now. And for tablets, it's pretty simple. I have 3 tablet recommendations. Let's go through them one by one. The first would be the Xiaomi Pad 7 with the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3, 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. You can also get the 8GB variant, but I won't recommend. I would just recommend you to spend the extra money on the 12GB variant. Okay, and you can also get the Xiaomi Pencil for another 6,000 rupees. So just over 30,000 rupees, you're gonna have a fantastic tablet. Okay, I would 100% recommend this over the Motorola Pad 6, right? Whatever, the Pad 60 Pro. I won't recommend that. You know, personally, I am someone who recommends Snapdragon processors, and someone, if you're into emulation, which is a very common use case on a tablet. You know, the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 is significantly better for emulation compared to the whatever the MediaTek 8300 Ultra that is packed with the Pad 60 Pro. Okay, so the Pad 7 is my first choice when it comes to tablets in this price range. The second tab that I would recommend is the OnePlus Pad 2. Let me just pull it up. Okay, so here we go. The OnePlus Pad 2 selling for 35,399, something like that, right? 249. Okay, so this thing has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Okay, 12GB of RAM, 256GB of storage. So if you're looking for some tablet which is like really powerful, okay, you want the fastest possible tablet in India at the moment, and then that is the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 OnePlus Pad 2. Okay, this thing also has support for a pen input, so you can buy the pen. I think the pen sells for 6,000 rupees or so, or I think it sells for 4,500 rupees. Just check it out once. It's available on the OnePlus store. This thing also has support for external monitors, just like the Pad 7. The Pad 7 also has support for external monitors. And the Pad 2 will be just awesome for emulation. If you're into emulation, the Pad 2 will be like awesome. Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 will be just awesome for emulation. Like if you're into Switch emulation, Windows x86 emulation, it will be like awesome. So the OnePlus Pad 2, you know, at 35,000 rupees, just phenomenal. It is just an amazing deal. So there is that. Now the final, my favorite tablet that I would like to recommend in this price range, or like in India, would be the Galaxy Tab S9. I have reviewed the Galaxy Tab S9. Let me pull it up real quick. Galaxy Tab S9, not the FE. The FE is bullshit. Okay, don't get the FE. Don't fall for the FE. It's just a scam. you should go for the Galaxy Tab S9 with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Let me just pull it down. Okay, here we go. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 Galaxy Tab S9, 8 GB of RAM, 120 GB of storage, and you can expand that with the help of a micro SD card slot. Okay, it is currently selling for 40,000 rupees, and that's exactly what I paid for when I purchased my Tab S9 around 9 months ago. And it's got an OLED display, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy. It's a bit overclocked. The CPU is basically a little bit overclocked, and that's it. Nothing special. But yeah, Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is probably the best SoC for emulation, both Switch emulation and Windows emulation, because of the best driver support. And the OLED display is just amazing. Like it's not the most amazing OLED display on the Tab S9. Like our smartphones have much better OLED displays in the Tab S9, but the Tab S9's display compared to OnePlus Pad 2, the Xiaomi Pad 7 is on another level. Okay, the OLED display, you cannot compare a basic IPS display with an OLED display like this. The Super AMOLED Dynamic 2x display on the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 is just amazing for movies, content consumption, for anything basically. Gaming, if you want to stream locally on your tablet, phenomenal option. So yeah, Galaxy Tab S9 is my easy choice. I recommend it 100% more than any Galaxy Tab FE, all those nonsense FE like over here, right? Nonsense scam FE tablets, don't purchase them. Get the Galaxy Tab S9. So yeah, so those were my recommendations, guys, for smartphones and tablets. I think it's pretty simple. I made it pretty simple for you guys. And even if you have any doubt, guys, please comment down below. Let's have a discussion in the comments. Yeah. That's it for this video, guys. A lot more content is coming, so please consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.